Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts, as this one is EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. So here are the Jets now backed up to start their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 20 carries, 94 yards, and a score.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again.
His first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So the Rams in great position here as they get things started. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Purdy's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. A yard, all they need, but it's third down. Purdy looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Rams are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, only their first drive, Charles, but they talked to us about needing to convert on third down, in particular not letting third and short opportunities slip through their fingers. Well, they were successful right there.
It also tells you that they're successful on first and second down as well to get to third and manageable and make them able to pick up those first downs. Now here we are, first and goal. They've got to like what they're doing on this drive.
He'll try again, and this time he'll score. Touchdown, Rams. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Bush. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That is caught. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
This is Ridley. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4 on second down. The Jets 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1, and they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
It's third down and 6.
To throw on third down. Bush. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. Purdy now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he won't get in, but you can't be set up any better than that. They'll have the ball at the 1-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
Quick throw there is incomplete. Following the play here, now we've got an injury. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So an incomplete pass a moment ago, and that leads to 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. It's the fullback. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. And, boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. Nah. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units in there. Kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
They go play action here. Purdy. This will be caught downfield by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw, Purdy. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Caught right side. It's Snead. And he'll go down at the 28. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Jerry Jeudy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Butker now to add the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And New York set to take the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. There's Purdy on 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. And incomplete.
Well, they is a touchdown. The incompletions on the first two throws has them humbling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 23. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And the Jets will take over. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Bush. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding. Offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Brings up 2nd down at the 22-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Bush. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You talk about this Rams defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
This defense has a lot to be proud of coming off of the game they played last week. When you only give up 14 points in a game, not only do you give your team a chance to win, you fully expect to win because you figure your offense is going to score more than that.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Moore. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Here's 3rd and 10. Purdy. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Off play action. Bush. Throw right. The ball comes out. And this is going to get out of bounds. So they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now Ridley. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st down, Bush caught. It's Wilson. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. As they've got it as we resume action. Looking to throw on second down. Bush. He's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Bush. Over the middle, it's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bush. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. He got 29 yards that time.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll give it to Ridley. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Rams 5-yard line.
Back to the ground. It's Ridley again. And again, they stop him behind the line. That is read well for a second straight play defensively. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And his kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down. Now a handoff running through the middle. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. 2nd and 9 from the 44.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Purdy. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball. The surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Bush. He's up to 70 yards now in this first half receiving as he's got a 1st down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 43, here's second down and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Every now and then, you have some volleyball training actually comes into play as a defender. When a ball's tipped in the air, nice play by the defense, got a hand on it. But when it's in the air, it's up for grabs. And too many times in this league, we've seen great plays happen for an offense as a result of a ball tipped in the air. So what you really want to do is be that guy who comes off the back line and spikes it, knocks it to the ground. Don't let him have that opportunity.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's first and 10. They'll run with Redlew. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to pull one over his head as this game progresses.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Back to throw. Bush. That's to the pylon and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On second down, they'll run it here. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back.
And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. From 4 yards out. And the Jets are able to add on to that lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. L.A. readies for its next possession. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
It's second and inches.
Throwing here, Purdy. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Dexter Lawrence. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Quick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Great coverage there, holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They go play action here on 1st down. Throw out wide is incomplete. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Bush. His throw incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Off the play fake. Bush. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the 1st half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Purdy to throw it on 1st down. Caught by Snead over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Out of the gun, Purdy. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll be well short of a 1st down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
At the 25-yard line.
Back to throw. Bush. And that's off the mark. Incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was the tight end. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
He finds Wilson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin our tour out at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. And it's the Titans on top as that one draws close to halftime. Kenny Pickett has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's get to Philadelphia as we check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Packers. 2 touchdowns there for Jonathan Taylor. Finally, let's get down to Houston. Check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. Jackson Smith-Njigba, a touchdown reception.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be, obviously. They're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Purdy looking to throw. And he couldn't square up to throw there, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they have any designs on getting back into this football game in the second half. They're going to need to be much sharper offensively than they were on this opening possession. Not much happening here, and it'll lead to a 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. Throwing to start the drive. Bush. And he completes it to Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. So from the 37, here's second down in the yard. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Justin Simmons out from his safety spot to make the tackle. From the 46, here's the second down and 9. Operating from the gun, Bush. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Here's third and a few inches. Looking to throw. Bush throwing quickly to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Off play action. Bush. Short throw to Smith. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it, because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius, as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
21-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. And the Jets pressure, 2 notches, down he goes. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Purdy now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The New York set to take the field. They have picked up right where they left off in half number one, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
On 3rd down, Bush. And that will be incomplete as well.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you know they had a 3rd down play on standby just in case, but he says no need with that carry. Runs like that will continually earn him more work in this and future contests.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Stopped by Garrett Williams. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter.
At the 31-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he'll stretch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another drive coming up for New York's offense. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far, good second half, and sometimes, I guess, maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back, and essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw, Purdy. He's got the connection to Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's Purdy. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 31-yard line.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing to start the drive. Bush. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. To throw on 2nd down. Bush. It'll be a gain of 5. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On 3rd down, it's Conner. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. And this one is no good. He missed it, and the lead will hold at 3 touchdowns. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the 4th quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And the Rams getting set to go now. Well, they didn't fall behind any further thanks to that missed field goal, but still staring at this 4th quarter deficit. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Purdy. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back.
4th down and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got room. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 47 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a 1st down. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Bush throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another 1st down.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. He gets it underneath to Hall.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Purdy will look to throw again here.
Snead's got it. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Shotgun now with Purdy. He's got Harris running the slant. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
At the 44-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's the Jets punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
The Rams ready to go on offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now on 1st down, it's Purdy. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And New York set to take the field.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the Rams' 31-yard line.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still 2nd down.
And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground.
66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but They'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard line.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
And he is going to have a Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
Gain of 5. First down, Los Angeles.
Once more, Purdy looking to throw. And he's got his target, Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw. Brought in left side by Snead. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Now Purdy. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. And now another one thrown incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Fourth down try. Here's Purdy. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before stepping back on the field.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting tape to analyze, won't it? Because why did it work in the first quarter, but nothing in quarters 2, 3, and 4? So we always talk about adjustments. You don't just wait till halftime. You do it series to series. They'll be working on that in preparation for their next game.